Hey everybody, welcome back for another video. We're going to talk about grip firmness in your swing today and how that can help you firm up your structure and decrease the likelihood of things collapsing in the backswing, collapsing in the transition that will make for a very messy downswing. So this video idea came to me in a lesson I did today with one of my clients where he struggled with things collapsing at the top, okay? So what I mean by collapsing is his structure, his width decreases as his trail arm folds in transition and his wrists hinge more in transition. Very common issue with a lot of golfers who use their arms to power their swing. So they rely on this momentum to feel like they're making power, but which is not what we want, because we want to be able to build a very solid base to start from in the backswing to make a very athletic downswing at it with a predictable club face into the ball. So what we did here was we had him feel like his grip pressure, his firmness of the grip actually increases as he approaches his transition and approaches his downswing. A lot of times people have been told to grip the club lightly. I've made a video on that too. I don't prefer gripping the club lightly at all. I prefer gripping the club firm, because you need to have a firm grip to apply pressure into the club, which is what we want, because we're applying so much force into the club, into the ball. We want to be able to hit the ball far. You gotta be able to grip the club firm. So I've always said, let's grip a 70 or 80% at setup, okay? You can customize it yourself if you have a good feel for it. So let's just say we're gonna grip a 70% at start. My muscles are pretty engaged. As I make my backswing, it's gonna feel like that pressure increases from 70%, 80%, 90%, and then 100%. So the grip pressure and the firmness starts building as you make your backswing into transition. You can see the firmer I grip it, the less likelihood this is gonna happen. You can see this happens when things loosen. Your muscles aren't engaged, your joints are going all over the place, there's no engagement, there's no structure. The firmer I grip the club, the more engaged my forearms are, my arm, my bicep, my grip, my wrist. Things are much firmer, hard for things to get that collapsing look. So you can see the look of my backswing, if I grip it firmly into transition, looks a lot more similarly in that transition phase, while if I let things loosen, you can see things get really jiggly, they're like jello, it's like an octopus. We don't want that. So if you're someone that struggles with things collapsing, okay, here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna feel like the grip pressure, the grip firmness increases as you make your backswing into transition into the downswing. So very slowly here, let's say I'm 70% grip pressure, equal with both hands to start. So 70%, 80%, 90%, 100%. That's how you're gonna feel like that firmness increases as you make your backswing. Do not do this where many amateur golfers struggle with is they're like, let's say they're 50%, 30%, and I know I exaggerated that quite a bit, but just to illustrate to you guys, we don't want that happening. We don't want that looseness happening in transition to feel like you're making momentum, to creating momentum to power the swing. Okay, that's not what we want. We want firm grip to apply force into the golf club. So again, your drill is 70% at setup, 70%, 80%, 90%, 100%. And chances are you're gonna hit it a little straighter, a little bit further, and good things will happen. So hope that makes sense. Any questions, leave it in the comments below, and we'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching, everybody.